Welcome to another episode of Fours and Sixes with me, Chandra Prabhu, and here I am outside the Chepak. Chennai Super Kings coming off a defeat against the Gujarat Titans. Chennai Super Kings, who have coming on the back of a very big win against Mumbai Indians at the Wankhede Stadium, were expected to put on a good show at home under the baking hot sun against wounded Gujarat Titans side, which lost to defending champions Royal Challengers Bengaluru, and it was not to be. It began at the toss when GT captain Shubman Gill chose to bowl first, and it kind of brought in an element of surprise because as per inspections from the pitch, be it both the experts as well as CSK captain Ruturaj Gaikwad, it seemed it was going to be dry and it was going to assist the spinners like it did in the match against KKR when they won by 32 runs. But when the likes of Mohammad Siraj and Kagiso Rabada and Jason Holder took the ball, they got so much of uneven bounce and tried to thrive on it as much as they can, and that is how the early setback of Chennai Super Kings turned out to be. Okay start, maybe in the first 3 overs they were at 7 per over, but then it just dipped all the way to 4.09 in the middle overs when CSK were trying to accelerate but just could not because they just couldn't get a grip of the conditions here, as Rabada trying to knock on the doors of the batters, trying to bowl at back of lengths and length balls, trying to force errors at the CSK batters. For example, Sanju Samson's wicket was one such ball where Rabada bowling in at length and then trying to widen the line, and Samson without any footwork tried to cut that shot, but then it nicked off and was caught by Josh Butler. And similarly, Urvil Patel trying to make a good start in his first IPL match this season, but first ball it was really good. He came out of his crease and slammed the second ball for 4, but then not long after that, Rabada tried to constantly bowl it at length, and Urvil Patel trying to pull that shot was caught by Butler when that ball flew high in the air. And first 10 overs, it was absolute chaos for CSK because they only scored 45 runs at the loss of 4 wickets. Mind you, this is the second slowest when CSK got to 50. Previously in 2011, they took 12.6 overs to score 50 against RCB. This time they took 11.6 overs. It was pretty slow, especially in this day and age of T20 cricket where you'd see 50 runs being breached in a wink of an eye. So that was a big concern in this match, the first 10 overs where they basically lost the game. And even the coach, Stephen Fleming, explaining how they've not gotten a grasp of the conditions because they thought that the ball is going to turn and it was going to assist the spinners like it did in their win against Kolkata. Coming to Gujarat's batting, it was local lad Sai Sudharshan who inflicted misery upon the Chennai bowlers because the Pacers tried their bit to get the bounce and tried to bowl at hard lengths, but just couldn't see that much of bounce because it dried and kind of deteriorated as on the course of the match because of the afternoon heat and then the eventual night setting. So that way Sai Sudharshan played a very brilliant, now continuing his good form, scoring 87 runs of 46 balls, and then Josh Butler finishing it off for GT. So in the battle in the mid of the table, GT came out resoundingly, beating CSK by 8 wickets. So it's a big win, morale booster for GT. But for CSK, there's another opportunity at home when they face Mumbai Indians in a few days' time. This time at a night match, and this is going to be a high-stake match for both the teams because they're seeking some consistency in this long campaign and try to get in the playoffs. Will CSK try to get going? We'll see in the next match. Thank you, and this is Chandra Prabhu from the New Indian Express.